Hello, welcome back to a new series. After I did the last video on You Ask, I Answer on crossovers, excuse me, I decided it would be a good idea to do a series on Silver Age and Bronze Age crossovers. One of the things that I noticed in the link that I provided for John, Dr. Von Schiller, is as in many things with Wikipedia. It is helpful and useful, but it's often not complete, and I'm too lazy to revise information on Wikipedia. But this is one crossover that they left out. Right after the Daredevil Fantastic Four crossover of issue 37, 38 in Daredevil and Fantastic Four 73, the very next month there was another crossover event in the X-Men and Avengers. And here is the start of that crossover storyline. I bought this copy, gosh, long ago, and I submitted to CGC. So unfortunately we can't take a look at the inside, but here's a beautiful John Buscema cover. One of the few times that John Buscema did the cover for the X-Men. I love it. Luckily, we do have a reprint. When the X-Men went into reprint, often they use, I wouldn't say often, but sometimes they used the original cover and sometimes they did not. So here is a situation where they did reuse the original cover and made some changes, as you can see. And I'd say the changes definitely improve the cover. Okay, they add the red, so the white background is now replaced with this red, which is pretty cool. I do like this part here, which they took away, but overall I think the new cover of the reprint look better. The art inside of this book is not bad. It's drawn by George Tuska. I'm okay with George Tuska, and I felt that his work on the Silver Age era was better than his Bronze Age. But overall, this is definitely one of the better X-Men Silver Age storyline. One of these days I will do a video on X-Men Silver Age and why I think it has the weaker storylines compared to other Marvel Silver Age. But no doubt this storyline was pretty decent, nothing to complain about. Can't go wrong whenever you have Magneto as a main villain, right? So this is the start of the crossover, issue 43, and then issue 44 is here. Here's my copy. This one here is probably like a 8.0. There's a tear right here, big creases from crease right there, and a couple ding on the spine, but still a pretty nice looking book, pretty sharp. This probably is the weakest of the 4 issue storyline. It's almost like a filler story. Here's a beautiful book, white page. Always nice to have a Silver Age book that's not brown or tan. So in this issue, after the X-Men was defeated by Magneto and imprisoned, Angel escaped, and then he run into Red Raven. So most of the story had to deal with Angel and Red Raven, and it's nothing spectacular really. As I mentioned, it's the weakest of the 4 parts. Now on the reprint, they changed the cover completely. It is a better cover, okay, beautiful drawing, better color scheme. You get the purple, you get the red, yellow. The only problem is it has nothing to do with what is inside, because as I mentioned, the story dealt with the Escape, Angels, and Red Raven. So this entire cover is kind of misleading. Okay, so that's my beautiful copy. Long ago, I was lucky enough to buy a big set of X-Men, the reprinted issue in high grades, and look at that, newsstand fresh. The third part of the story is issue 45. And once again, you get the great Buscema cover. Awesome. And let me show you the reprint. Issue 93. I'm torn between what is better. I like the slight changes, but overall it's pretty cool. All they did was change the background a little bit. But I'm not surprised. When Buscema drew a cover, there's no need to redraw it, right? It's beautiful as it is. What's neat about this issue is number 93, so it's the last reprint before the new X-Men took over. And what's interesting about this, let me flip through the end real quick. Look at that. At the last page, that's all they said. You will find the conclusion of the two-part thriller in Giant Size X-Men 1. No mentioning of no mention of the big new team or the big event. It's very understated, in my opinion. And it concluded the 4-part crossover in Avengers 53. This is my beautiful copy. Definitely the nicest copy of this crossover run that I have. Whenever they have a white cover like this, it's always hard to find a copy that is not yellow, brown. So that's a beautiful copy. I have a theory on why Marvel has so many white covers in the Silver Age that I will talk about maybe sometime in the future. And inside, this is no doubt my favorite of the 4 issues because it has the awesome John Buscema art inside. It is just fantastic. And this issue is inked by George Tuska. So, George Tuska certainly did a very competent job, if not excellent job, on John Buscema pencil. Like I said, this is my favorite of the 4 issues. It is awesome. So, for you fan of crossovers, if you are interested in reading early Marvel Silver Age crossover, here's a 4 parts. Okay. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Until next time.